there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking love and marriage, Huntsville. You guys know why you are here. Today we are talking because I want to get into a conversation about the difference between accountability versus hate. It seems that people are in denial about their roles and are being hypocrites on their behavior towards others, but they're doing all of this projection onto the content creators, onto specific content creators that ever say anything favorable or positive about Melody Cherie Rogers. And we need to set the record straight prior to somebody's Messy Monday airs, because he's a fan, right? He is a fan, and we need to talk about it, right? So we're going to go back to the basics. We are going to go back to the basics of the definition, right? And the synonyms. So we can properly apply that what we have been saying has been nothing but facts. So accountability, right? That is an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility or to account for one's actions. The quality or state of being a accountable source, Merriam-Webster dictionary, you guys, because we cite our sources, we provide where we get the receipts from, and all of the things, you guys, and even synonyms of accountability is responsibility, you guys, being responsible for your actions, holding yourself liable, blaming yourself, holding yourself. You are responsible for the issues, right? Finger pointing back at yourself, right? Because you have to be accountable, and accepting criticism, burden, fault, denunciation, and all of the things, reproach, condemnation, right? Culpability, burden, accusation, charge, right? So that is accountability, right? But what Carlos King and the cast and the friends of the cast and the family of the cast, of everybody with the exception of Melody Cherie Rogers, wants you to believe, wants to push this false narrative, these false talking points, is that anybody who dares to hold them accountable, to have constructive criticism, to have any type of feedback of any sort, anything that you're providing your opinion on that you agree or disagree with, they are putting into one category that is called hate, right? To where they're saying you feel extreme enmity toward, regard with active hostility, to have such a strong aversion to find very distasteful, to express or feel extreme enmity or active hostility, you guys. And let's get into the synonyms, right? The antagonism, the dislike, the hatred, the horror, the hostility, the loathing, the pain, the resentment, the revenge, the venom, you guys. The abomination, the detestation, you guys. The gripe, all of the things, right? The irritant, the spite, the repulsion, right? But here's the thing, you guys. We all say this in our videos or in our disclaimers, in our descriptions of our channels, that this is all for entertainment purposes only, you guys. This is not personal. Anybody, whether you are a celebrity, whether you are a reality TV star, whether you are an Instagram model, athlete, author, whoever you are, and the public knows who you are, right? Or you have enough of a fan base that you are talked about on YouTube, you guys. Nonetheless, not everybody's gonna like you. I have not met one person, like I keep saying. I don't know anybody in real life, in virtual life, in YouTube life, in any aspect of my life, either co-workers, friends, family, colleagues, whoever, strangers, neighbors. I do not know one person that is liked by every single person, that there has never been not one negative thing said about somebody, or something that somebody didn't agree with, or something that somebody wanted them to be held accountable for. And this cast, along with Carlos King, with the exception of Melody Cherie Rogers, cannot handle it. They cannot handle being held accountable. And they can't handle being called two-faced. And they can't handle being called hypocrites. But this is what it is. Every everything that they're trying to put out there, right? By threatening channels, threatening to sue certain content creators that they feel is too biased and all the things, and is not neutral and all of the things. No, it's not hate. It's not personal. They do not agree with your actions, and you're not holding yourself accountable for your actions. You're throwing rocks at people and hiding your hands. You are, living in a glass house, throwing stones at people. And then you get mad when people call you out on your crap. When people have receipts on things that validate what you really are as a person versus the character you're portraying on what's supposed to be a reality TV show. But according to Martel, you guys are actors. According to Marceau, as of a couple of weeks ago, you guys are performing reenactments and doing replays of things that have already happened, whether it's true or false. That's your representation, Carlos King. The men that you go so hard in the paint to protect and give them all of the glory and all of the praise and all of the excuses and everything. That's what they're saying about, quote unquote, your show, right? But somehow it's everybody else's fault, right? It's everybody else's fault. That's the problem. And then the other side of this, people don't understand. The reason that, this Love and Marriage Huntsville space exploded, in particular with a lot of favorable Melody supporting channels in the first place, was because it was Melody Cherie that was receiving hate on the show. She was receiving hate by her cast members. She was receiving hate by her now ex-husband. She was receiving hate by her producer, who claims to be a millimeter, which is completely and utterly bogus. You're only a millimeter when you want money, when you want people to purchase tickets. That still is the only event of yours that's ever sold out, right? But nonetheless, you cannot accept this gaslighting. You cannot accept this lies. You cannot accept this manipulation, you guys. And these people who are paying attention, I need to maybe call them Tina Knowles or somebody. I need to pay attention to the people who are paying attention to every single thing that is said about them. Because if you're saying that you do not want to watch, or you ignore people who are quote unquote haters, or saying things that are not favorable to you, not praising you, not kissing your behind, that you don't know them, that you're not aware, but it seems you're very much aware. It seems you all get off of it. Like I said, you guys all want your ego stroked, whether it is positive or negative, because it brings you clicks and views. It brings you engagement, whether it is positive or negative. The problem is, you want to compare what is being said about you versus what is being said about Mel, but the issue at hand is Mel doesn't say anything about you guys. Mel is not going on live every day talking about you guys. Mel is not calling Carlos King in the late night hour crying about YouTubers and Melody Cherie. That's not what's happening over there. Mel is living her life. She's booked and busy. She's got tons of businesses and is trying to raise 4 kids while her ex-husband is trying to figure out, whether or not he wants to function anymore as a human being, right? So nonetheless, it's you guys that are lacking the empathy. It is you guys that is lacking the decorum. It is you guys that are lacking the morals and the values and all of the things. And then you try to invoke God, especially on Sunday, when people are actually going to church, real Christians that are actually going to church, real people who know the Bible inside and out, right? Who are truly trying the best that they can to live as closely to the principles of truly being a Christian. And this is not Christian-like behavior. Christian-like behavior, I think my pastor said yesterday, there's no such thing, if you're truly a Christian, as quote-unquote negative energy. Literally, he said that yesterday. I should play that sermon, because I'm telling you, literally he said that. There's no such thing as negative energy and all of these things. That is not coming from somebody who's a Christian. right? Because if you're a Christian, regardless of whatever you're going through, you're still going to be staying prayed up. You're still going to be trying to live your best Christian life and all these things, but you're going to have better coping mechanisms, right, to deal with things. And then he also said, he corrected his grandchild because she was talking about something being karma, or somebody having karma. And he was like, as a Christian, you should not be saying somebody has karma. But again, these are the things, these are the non-Christian approaches that Carlos King likes to have in his word of a day. So that tells me right then and there he hasn't been in church in forever, right? Because I don't go to a mega church, right? I go to a traditional, listen, nobody's after your money or all these things. No, we're getting right to the word. And we're getting right to the BS that they try to brainwash you with of all these other things. Oh, no. No. Carlos King needs to come to my church. He needs to get to the altar immediately. My pastor needs to lay hands on him because he needs to understand using the Lord's name in vain is not it, right? And then strategically liking certain comments that is even gaslighting the situation even more, and really proving that you prefer Stormy and Destiny, who can't stand Melody Cherie Rogers, who knows Martel's mistress and all the things. You're liking and pinning those comments. You're showing your bias, just like you showed your bias after Mimosas with Mel, liking Drew Sidora's post, who Mel is the one who gave her the award, and you're putting heart emojis down there. And then having the audacity to call Juan Dixon from Married to Medicine the worst reality TV husband ever in the history of reality TV, as if Martel Holt's not on your show and other problematic men aren't on your shows past and present, right? And I don't know if that was intentional to try to protect Martel prior to his court date or the intentions, but even Mel's makeup artist even called you out for that. And said, I know you're bleeping lying right now. Said the acronym, but basically, you know what I'm saying, right? So there is that. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this cast understands the difference of being held accountable and actually somebody that is just flat out hate, right? Because then you start to get into the name calling and the curse words and the derogatory statements and all these things, and you're no longer talking about the issue at hand, right? See, that's how I interpret hate, is if you're not even referring to what your issue is or what your grievance is, you're straight going for the jugular, you're straight going for the below the belt stuff, that tells me everything I need to know, that we're not going to be able to have a logical conversation because you're not in the right headspace right now. You're trying to get your jabs in and not get to what the actual point of the issue at hand, right? And it seems that these people are triggered. These people are triggered and they're bothered that we're not just going to ignore their shade, ignore their below the belt comments and actions, and we're just going to pretend nothing's wrong. And just say positive things about them no matter what. No, that's not how this works. And don't get it twisted. It's not favoritism either. If something is wrong, we call it out, right? It just so happens that there are certain people who are wanting to make it known that they make wrong decisions all the time, that they exhibit wrong behavior all of the time. So therefore, that is where the content is headed, is to all the negativity that they want out there. Oh, sorry, my pastor said there's no such thing as negativity, negative energy, right? so there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.